NBA2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Greg Anthony and Brett Barrett. And from the sideline, David Aldridge. Pass to Richards. It's good. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Clock at 6. And it's Simons missing. Ball with it. Here's Richards. He's looking for Ball and finds him.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
And stolen by Ball. Booker, right side. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. To the inside. Ball. And the dunk by Ball.
And that's the kind of play you put on repeat. Just go back to Booker in the pick and roll.
GA, when we think about Devin Booker's scoring ability, he always has been ahead of the curve.
The youngest player ever to score 70 in a game, amongst the youngest to get to 10,000 points. Booker is on a historic scoring pace.
Bull can't hit. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. And it's Klingon with the jam.
A powerhouse slam. Klingon gave it everything on that one.
Inside. Bull. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Bull. After Avdia made the last three-pointer. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Simons. Here's Kamara. The rebound by Richards.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Booker. He's covered by Grant. Stolen by Grant. Here's Avdia. And finished off by Avdia.
I think Jeremy Grant's becoming better and better defensively. Nice job of swiping the ball away that time.
2 minutes remaining.
Down low.
2 minutes.
Kicks it out to Booker. Screen by Bull. And the dunk by Booker.
Watching these guys take off, it's awesome, and Booker putting on a show.
Greg in the process to bring in all their stars. The Suns don't have a lot of ways to add players in the near future.
And they don't control their draft picks for the next few years. That was part of the price for Beal and Durant. They'll have to be very smooth to add rotation pieces to help them win.
Really nice job, the timing on that pass from Bradley Beal.
Avdia on the wing. Back to Simons. Pass to Klingon. To the paint. Here's Avdia. Goes back up. Over Booker. Avdia gets the bucket.
And getting after it on the offensive glass and adding to that early total with the putback.
Sometimes guys come in with a great mindset, trying to push the action until somebody stops them. Nobody there to do it that time.
And Beal gets it to go.
Beal just trying to find the lane to the rim. Something opened up, and he took advantage.
Grant outside. And a miss there on the triple. Suns leading by 5. Right wing. Now, here's Bull. He's got 6. Here's Richards. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
A signature slam from the big fella. We've seen a few of those before.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Kamare. Still scoreless. 4 on the clock. Avdia gets the bucket.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Here's Dunn. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Suns lead by 7. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
But tried by Henderson. And it's Sharp missing. Suns lead by 7. We know, Brent, there are many roads that lead to the modern NBA, and Shaedon Sharp took his own unique path.
Yeah, Kevin, you could say that again. I mean, he was on the Kentucky campus as a player, but never participated in a collegiate game, and then all of a sudden finding himself at the top end of the NBA draft without ever playing a college game.
Here's Thibault, and he converts the layup. Thibault got his first bucket in this one.
That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Pass to Allen. Now Plumlee. He's covered by Murray.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And it's the Suns with the ball. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To the middle. And stolen by Murray.
You can stay active on defense. Good things usually happen. Right there, quick hands help alter what would have been a sure 2 there.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed.
Blazer substitution. Number 34.
Martin up top. He has yet to score. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. O'Neal outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Martin. There's the 3. Every year, Greg, we get a new batch of rookies into the NBA, and sometimes we're all guilty of judging them too early.
Oh, absolutely. I think we need probably 3 years to evaluate a player. You know, fans and media can be a little harsh at times, but not everybody develops at the same rate.
A kick out to O'Neal. Back to Allen. Over Thybulle. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, Kevin. And another Kevin, Kevin Durant, is the most decorated member of the Suns star trio. KD says, I believe in this team and we believe in one another. I like our chemistry. Not just the 3 of us, but our whole team. Our coaching staff is doing a great job. I'm not promising anything, but I like our chances against anybody. Kevin will certainly have the talent.
David, indeed they do. And O'Neal gets it to go.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Murray down low. Nothing on the board. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be a Mason Plumlee.
And And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much. And sometimes the best option is to foul Klinger and take your chances sending him to the line.
So both teams changing it up here. So he gets them both. Hey, Brent, what's one area where we really see these Portland Trail Blazers excel?
Well, they're great on the offensive glass. They have presence on the inside. They have a ton of focus on just collecting rebounds. So great at retrieving those misses.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Such a dynamic offensive player. Great speed, great hops. Simon's hard to stop when he makes his move.
It's Beal on the wing. Kicks it out to Booker. Booker hammers it down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. Brent, with Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team. There are only a few players who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to Klingon. Avdia. Simons surveying the D. Kicks it out to Grant. Here's Avdia. Portland no good that time either.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And the shot goes in. Avdia's got 14 points for the game.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And the call will be against Anthony Simon. That's his first foul. 11 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Beal. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Phoenix with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We've got more in store for you right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. And that's a foul called on Bol. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Pass to Klingon. Left side Grant. The Trailblazers working the ball around now. That's the 3 fly. And the basket by Kamare.
3-point field goal.
Kamare's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for the Trailblazers. To the paint. Here's Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
Well, Booker doing a good job that time. Instead of looking for the shot, looking for a teammate.
And here is Simon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively. The guard rising up, Simons, with some thunder of his own.
Back to Booker. Whoa, Booker playing big inside.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guys. Trailblazers trailed by 3. And it's Simons off the drive. And stolen by Bull. And here we go. Fast break. Booker's got it. Outside for Beal. And it's off from three-point range. Grant for 3. Sinks the triple. And that ties it up.
Well, nice smooth release from Grant that time. Can't let him get that kind of rhythm.
Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons, and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. Winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
That puts them in the lead. Avdia's got the lead up to 1 now for Portland. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's deflected.
Intimidation at the defensive end. That's something Klingon can provide right away, while the rest of his game is a bit of a work in progress.
On the clock. Beal. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Kicks it out to Grant. And the wide open shot from Avdia. They grab their own miss. Pass to Grant. Drives to the hoop. Fires for 3. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. For Phoenix, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Well, everyone knows that Bradley Beal is going to produce, but he plays with such great effort at both ends. He doesn't just kick his feet up when he's on deep.
Abdi on the wing. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
And stolen by Sharp. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And the basket by Kamare. Kamare's got 5.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possession.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
That's good. You get this.
Substitution on the court.
Lee left side. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. That one goes in. Now Avdia. He's got 22. Driving inside. Comes up short with his 12th attempt. He has made 8 shots. Outside O'Neal. Outside Martin. Plumlee with the screen. Kicks it out to Allen. It's Allen on the wing. O'Neal from long range. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
Yeah, altering the shot, just as long as there's a miss, that kind of energy not wasted.
Pass to Thibault. 6 to shoot. Here's Henderson. Diving in. And Henderson throws it down hard.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
Pass to Sharp. Henderson with it. Here's Avdia. Nails the baby hook.
Assisted.
Avdia's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers. There's O'Neal with the 3.
That's the end of
Danny Avdia. He's been the guy making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers.
the Trailblazers 48.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Phoenix. To the inside. Richards. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And there is no better way to add to the lead.
Isn't that true, GA, especially when the slam is coming from the point guard?
Oh, yeah, his teammates love that one. I'm sure he's going to hear about it when he gets to the huddle.
And selfless play by Beal, using that pick and roll action to create for a teammate.
Thibault on the wing. Off target with his 3.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him, and that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Trailblazers leading by 8. Henderson outside. Pass to Walker. They double team Walker. Here's Henderson. Clock at 4. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And he's got such a high basketball IQ for a young player. Henderson already has plenty of tricks up his sleeve.
And with this score of the Suns, Greg, you never know who is going to initiate the offense for them.
And that can cause problems at times, Kevin. Can run you into issues keeping the ball moving. Turnovers can be their Achilles heel as well.
And this is why you want to involve Bradley Beal in the pick and rolls. Really good execution there.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. The shot's good. And the Trailblazers lead by 10.
And yeah, he's not messing around. He wants no part of a comeback in this one.
Well, he's grabbed the tee and the blanket because he's putting this one to bed. Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
So for the Trailblazers, and timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations, and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the three. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. Free throw good, Booker.
You know, it's always interesting. Free throw shooting, consistency at a high level. That's an attribute that Devin Booker shows off every season.
Back to Simons. And the slam dunk by Simons.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Kamare. Outside, Simons. Takes the three. Avdia can't hit. Suns trail by 9. Beal can't get it to go. Down low. Here's Kamare. And he's able to get it back. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Substitution for your Suns.
Avdia on the wing. And it's good. He's made 2 for every 1 he's missed. 10 of 15 in the contest.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Beal from long range. Buries it from 3-point range.
Advantageous if you can get in Bradley Beal's airspace before he catches. Otherwise, that happens.
And it's Simons missing. And it's the Suns' ball. Booker looking around. Here's Cole. Avdia with the rebound. Trailblazers leading by 8. Right side, Simons. O'Neal with the steal. Kicks it out to Allen. Booker with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark. And Portland has possession. And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. On defense, Phoenix trailing here by 8. Pass to Kamare. Cranes the three-pointer.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Trailblazers.
At every opportunity, they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
I think it paid off, that's for sure.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Denny Avdia.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
O'Neal inside. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Anderson